ऐसा हुआ कि I got invited for a TV show interview. क्यों? Why did I get invited? Because my best friend was Pakistani in China. वो बड़ा से चाय बनाती थी and she knew that I get massive migraines in the evening after classes. So we were really good friends and my professor, he couldn't understand कि दुश्मन देश से हो, कैसे दोस्त हो तुम लोग? And I'd be like, she's a human being. She cares for me. I care for her, and that's all that matters. We don't talk about contentious issues. So ये कहीं से उड़ के कोई टीवी न्यूज़ चैनल में चला गया and then they were like ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है, हमारे कंट्री में तो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, we can never be friends with the Japanese. Okay, different worldviews, different cultures maybe. So during the break, I asked the TV host कि sir, I have a question for you. ऐसे तो India and China we say we are friends, but we are not really friends, sir. Why is it that and I was tracking Chinese newspapers. I was like, why do you portray us as the world's most pathetic country? Why would you? India के बारे में कोई news नहीं आता था Chinese newspapers में. And I tracked for 9 months. बस एक बार आया था when Xi Jinping had come to meet Narendra Modi back in 2014, and that was that. So if the media is telling me constantly that this is a pathetic country, and it's a state-controlled media, so people are brought up and raised that way. They will just believe whatever is in the newspaper. हमें जिस तरह fake news का idea उनको नहीं है. Anyways, so he's like, अच्छा ठीक है, कैमरा ऑफ करो, कैमरा ऑफ किया. Then he's like, जो बता रहा हूँ बस अपने पास रखना, अपने दोस्तों को बोलना, अपने भाषा में बोलना, चाइना में मत बोलना. I said, हाँ बताइए सर. He said, सोचो, now तो ठीक है, you are a student, but then you finish your PhD and then you're a person, you're a businesswoman and you're very successful. Your neighbor is a person who started out with you at the same time, same education, same schooling and everything, okay? But she is not as successful as you, but her children and her family are much happier than yours. What would you do? I was like, what would I do? I would just try to understand what is it that they have or that I don't have and maybe try and emulate that. So he said, nahi, I know what you would do. This is human nature and this is what China does to its neighbor. Neighbor yani India. I was like, yeah. He's like, I would say to my family, look, I am much better. I give you much more money. I give you economic freedom. ये happiness ना, इसे बकवास है, ठीक है? You believe what I say. So which is why for that I'll have to portray my neighbor in a very negative light. So which is what China does to us. I was like, that's sad, okay, but that's true. So China understands we have the potentials, which is why there is this sort of a caricature of us which is done in their newspapers. They can't afford to have a full-blown conflict. But every time there's a domestic crisis, people are questioning Xi Jinping just to showcase that the country is still very powerful under the CCP leadership, Chinese Communist Party. He shows that, look, militarily we will overtake India.